I don't know what to do. So, yeah, I'll be playing Minecraft now. Okay. Got a whole trip, so I'm gonna be, I don't know, but I really don't know. Axe. I have a fork. That would be What am I gonna build? I don't know. I don't know. This is huge. At the mod, which makes so much better. There's so many extra stuff added to it, so that's nice. I'm fried. I'm so cooked. Okay. I'm dead. There's nowhere. I almost died. I'm not playing hard and stuff. But There we go. There we go. Seven iron. Okay, that's not too bad. I almost died, so it's better than nothing, to be honest. Rather live than, you know, almost freaking dying first day. It sucks. Need food. That's what I need right now. These. No. No. I don't know why. Freaking clowns. Clowns? What? Where do you get clowns from cows? That doesn't make sense. Ooh. Oh. Oh, it's something. Oh, on accident. Some music in the background too. It's not so quiet. Okay. Oh. That's a big mistake. I don't know what I'm trying to go with. Honestly, this place doesn't look too bad. Honestly, I wouldn't mind living here. But I won't. Wait for this coal. I mean iron. Well, hopefully I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm lagging. Hopefully, what are we doing? Game, fix yourself. Movie. Yeah, that's mine chef, if I remember correctly. I played this mod before, so I know most stuff. Oh, I like game crash. Game crash. Oh. Time to fix the games. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. No. Scammers out here. They're scamming out of my money. died first, not even a first second, like beginning of the game. We barely just started. Crash. Yeah. He's crashing for some reason. Am I back? Hello? Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I need to build. I'm gonna buy new parts for the PC. Or this PC, so I can stream better. Probably not. You know what? Should I make it hard? Wait. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do hardcore Minecraft. No. Never mind. Never mind. Not living like hardcore Minecraft. Oh my god, that would have killed me. Oh my god. I did not know that was pressure. Yeah, pressure place? Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah. Just did not know. Like a block of salt. Now I'm completely lost, actually. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, that's a deer. Scare the shit out of me. I thought it was a fucking, big ass monster. Village. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Okay, somewhere to stay the night in now. So, ain't trippy. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good for the first night after almost dying. So. Honestly, I probably play not Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest. Oh my god. Okay. I'll probably be playing Forest or Avalanche, maybe. Hopefully, Ring. I'll probably do that. Or some other type of war game. Okay, so I'm not fighting Let's make a helmet. Not too many good stuff. Honestly, but diamonds. No. Game crash. Yippee. Fix this. Fix this. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Seriously. I should find a place to live now. Somewhere. I don't want to live near the mountain. I want to live floodplain-ish. Like a vision, big vision of. I don't know. Vision of something I'll build. I'm gonna say OG Minecraft was better. And, I mean, no arguing with, but it's the truth. Whoever thinks it isn't, you're weird. It's you're a weird person if you don't think Minecraft is good. I think over there should be a good place to like, start a place. Honestly, I see a vision. I see a vision right there. Big ass castle. Well, who knows? Who knows if it'll work? But it should work. It should. Shut the hell up! Oh my god, you annoying ass birds. Mm. Another village, oh my god. Look at me, look at me. Oh, Brad. Don't do me that. Oh, nah. Wait, that. Ooh, that desert is fire. Or that. That. Yeah, that beach. It looks like an island. There's like an island. More like, yeah. Okay, this is what. This is what I've been praying for.
Huh?
Take that. Since, we have this where rehab. Oh, rehab. Hold on. Let's take that from you. Honestly, yeah, I'll move to that beach looks like a nice place I can build. Don't expect anything crazy. Probably not. Scare me. It was a big ass alligator. Oh my god. Boat. I can make leather. Oh my god, that's so good. Diesel, flippers. There's so many things. I think they just added these too. Not about. fuck away. No, no, get the hell away. What is that? What the hell? I feel so much. Oh, this no right here. This looks amazing. This is where I live. This is where I stay cozied up. Hold on. Good afternoon. Yeah. Don't even tear fucking stupid bitch. I'm gonna put everything I'm probably going to use until later. There we go. New horse. New crash. There we go. We're back. Okay, what to build, honestly? I do not know. We could build anything. The only reason I'm staying up until, whatever, is because they're gonna post the cast list for my musical today. So I have to, stay up, be ready. I'm hoping I get a good character. I really did want Pinocchio as my character, but I'm probably not gonna get on. I ain't tripping, but second, I want something good. I want something good. We're doing contests, we're doing check. So I just want a good character, honestly. Pinocchio, that's what I really did want. But thinking about it, I'm probably not gonna get him. That's alright. I'm not just thinking about it. I'm hoping for as my second character, probably I want him. He has a really good heart. And striking as well. So that's what I'm hoping. That's prayers we get that. second. I'm just doing something. Yes. Okay, so Minecraft builds. So, because I need something to build, I'm gonna look at things. So, building with no plans, we have that. We have this big building, 500 days. No?
Are you bored of your survival Minecraft world? And maybe my previous 14 ideas simply weren't enough for you? Well, you guys asked and okay, no one asked, but I'm back with another 30 plus ideas this time. All of these builds are from my Instagram, so feel free to check out those posts, links in the description. Most of these are also available to download over on my Patreon, so go check that out if that interests you. Alright, let's get into the first showcase. Alright, so the first build we'll be taking a look at is the Cove Dock, which for some reason people thought was called Dove. I'm not really sure why. We're also not going to question the fact that the back of this build isn't finished whatsoever. All that matters is the front, okay? So yeah, this build pretty much consists of a nice kind of cove area of water, and we have a dock that actually surrounds like around half of it. And I should also mention as well that this build is actually based off of well, not a real image, but an actual image of like a 3D render or something like that. So feel free to use that and my build as well to create your own thing, or you can just rebuild this. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, so on the left here, we have a nice medieval themed lighthouse. And then on the right side, we of course have our dock that goes all the way around. We also have a staircase here that leads up to this nice building, and we've got a bunch of greenery around the place as well, a couple little decorations. And yeah, I feel like this would just be a really nice build for a survival world. It's just a nice place to fish and also park up your boat whenever you need to. Now, I'm not really allowed to mention these ones on YouTube as I might get in trouble, so if you want these next 4 designs to make sense, then I'd recommend going to the description and clicking on the legal farms one. But you probably get what I'm hinting at, so I'm just going to use some technical terms to describe these ones, okay? So this first farm is a poppy farm, and you might know what poppies make, but yeah. And so yeah, this one consists of a bunch of rows of poppies with a nice kind of pathway that leads all the way to the back here as well for each different section, and then at the back we have a bunch of nice storage blocks. We've got a really cool wheelbarrow design as well, using a grindstone, a composter, and also an open spruce fence gate. We've got a couple of them sprinkled around the place, and I really love the way this looks. This is like such an awesome design.
Hey champ, that's really interesting. Next time, keep it to yourself.
Now onto the next one behind it. This one is Poker Farm, which that is the first half of the word for the illegal substance that this makes.
Oh, you've had a stroke.
But yeah, so for all of these, I pretty much use reference images. So forgive me if this looks kind of weird, but you can just search what the farm looks like and understand kind of what's going on. But yeah, they also have like a building here where they put all of the harvested stuff in here and they kind of mash it together, which is what these piles are supposed to be. And then we also have a bunch of storage blocks back here as well. For the next farm, we have like an indoor hydroponic farm. If you have the picture open, you'll know what this is supposed to be. You might even be able to tell what this is, but yeah, I'm just not taking any chances, okay? We've also got a really cool kind of like design back here with shelves with some supposed to be baby plants. This one hanging by a chain, which looks really cool in my opinion. We've also got this kind of like electrical box. I don't really know. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this hydroponic farm. For the final illegal farm, we have what is supposed to be the inside of an RV. It's just kind of a box. Yeah, this is the place in that one famous show, Breaking Bad, and kind of tried to just emulate that. We've got like a desk over here, some storage over here, and then the area where the substance is created. This could, of course, just be a fun little build to create in your survival world if you wanted to show your friends or something like that. And yeah, next up, we're taking a look at 4 different biome-specific bridges. So you have one for pretty much any different biome that you're going to live in. The first one that we're taking a look at is the forest biome bridge. As you can see, this one consists of a lot of oak leaves around the place. We've got them in the walls and also in the roof. And yeah, this bridge is really easily extendable. So if you have a shorter or longer area, all you really have to do is just pretty much take this this chunk of the bridge here, and then just keep extending it or shrinking it as much as you need. And yeah, just walking through this, it really feels like you're in like a fantasy kind of land. I don't know, I really love the way that the roof of this bridge looks with all the leaves. It just looks so lush and nice walking through this. Next, taking a look at the desert biome bridge. As you can see, this one's a lot taller than the forest biome one, and of course you can make this as tall as you want. Just shrink the legs as far as you want to go. And as you can see, we've also got some nice jungle wood accents on our entire actual sandstone bridge. And I feel like the jungle wood matches the desert kind of vibe really well, as it's like a kind of a washed out color, and I feel like it just suits the sandstone and desert vibe pretty well. Next, onto the jungle biome bridge, and as you can see, this one's kind of like a rope or like suspension bridge. On both of the sides here, we have some kind of cool looking tiki torches on top of some jungle wood, and then that of course leads into our bridge that dips down in this river area. And we've also got some nice lush leaves under it as well. I'm not sure why this one's floating, and this one definitely really fits the jungle aesthetic in my opinion. So yeah, and now for the final bridge, we have the spruce biome bridge. We've got three nice little archways, two of them being smaller, and then the central one big enough to get a boat underneath, which is a really nice feature as well. As you can see in the water, we actually have some moss stone blocks all around the place, which is a nice little detail that I like to add into my builds that are kind of touching the water, as if the water has been like eroding these blocks, I guess. We've also got a bunch of nice little wooden accents around the sides, and also the pathway as well is made of wood to give a nice kind of contrasting look. And we've also got some textured stone throughout this as well, not too much, as it keeps it nice and interesting looking. And yeah, so that's it for all of the biome bridges. Next up, we're taking a look at a few different entrance designs, the first one being the copper entrance. And for this one, I decided to go with a kind of vault door look. I'm not really sure how else to describe it. And now for this to actually be an entrance, all you have to do is make like a kind of hidden piston door thing. You can make it down here, or you can make it on the side as well, and just kind of use those two blocks to get inside. Obviously, this is meant to be more kind of like an aesthetically pleasing thing, and for it to actually function, you just have to, yeah, use the pistons like I just said. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the copper entrance. Next up, we have the iron entrance. Again, this one is in a kind of vault door fashion. And yeah, for this one to be actually used as an entrance, similar to the first one, we're gonna have to probably use some pistons in here to just remove these two blocks and like pull them back to the side or something like that. And then we've also got some nice texture around the place as well, just to keep it more interesting looking. Next, we have the natural entrance design, and this is probably the favorite out of everyone's choice from my Instagram story. But yeah, this one's also a lot more functional compared to the other ones. You can actually just walk in here, and towards the back area, you can just have this lead to whatever the hell you wanted. But yeah, this one's also really nice and lush looking. We've got some glow berries around the place to keep it nice and bright, and a whole bunch of just nature stuff going on. It looks really nice in my opinion. And for the final entrance, we have the spruce entrance. Very creative name, I know, but yeah, it's pretty much meant to look like a kind of cave entrance, and we've just sealed it up with a bunch of spruce trapdoors and some regular doors as well, of course, to actually enter. And yeah, you could really have this lead into anything. You could have it lead into a base. You could even open up a few of these trapdoors and have maybe some spruce fence gates under them that are open. Actually, this was supposed to be up here, and then spruce fence gates like this, and it looks like a nice little window as well, and you could have this lead into your base. Next up, we have 4 different beach build designs. This first one being an actual beach, and then also a pier over here as well. So we have obviously the pier itself, which is just a pretty simple design. And then for the actual beach itself, we have a nice pathway that goes through it out of just some coarse dirt and grass. We've got a bunch of big palm trees around the place as well, and some bushes. We've also got this nice grass design throughout the sand. I really love the way this looks in beaches. For the next build, we actually have a shallow reef design. As you can see, it's pretty similar to the previous beach, except we've done more details into the water. We've added a bunch of coral around the place, some stones as well. And then for the actual beach itself, we've got some grass on top of the sand. You can only do this with World Edit, unfortunately, so you'll have to put grass blocks underneath it, which still doesn't look too bad. And then we've got a really dense kind of forest behind it, which really makes the beach kind of stand out and look really cool in my opinion. And yeah, so this build is actually 2 in 1. So this one as well is a shallow shipwreck, which is another really cool way to kind of spruce up your beaches and make them look more interesting. And yeah, it just kind of gives your beach like a nice story to it. And yeah, for the final beach idea, we have yet another pier, except this one's kind of turned into a trader. This one is heavily inspired by the game Sea of Thieves. So yeah, like I said, this one is a pier. We've also got a bunch of docking places for your boat as well, and then it comes up to a little step up over here to a trading platform. Next up, to go along with our beach ideas, we now have 4 pirate ideas, and the first one being a pirate cove. So this one is pretty much just a giant hollowed out mountain on the side of an ocean here, and it just kind of leads into this nice cave area. And then this all leads into a bridge back here as well, which could lead really to
So
anything.
the
This could lead to a
idea
mine
is-
entrance,
yeah,
it could
the
lead to a
layer
base. And then to the right of the
but
bridge as
each
well, we
layer
have a big
is gonna
drop
have
down
a-
with a nice
like a
waterfall
rocky
to the
wall
right of
right
it too.
here.
Next
And
up, we
there's
have
gonna
a
be, like, a
pirate
post
island. This is
right
the first
here.
one that actually didn't make the
Yeah,
cut.
and
I
there's
will
a-
show you the second island
you know,
that I went with. But this
just-
would be a
just-
really cool way to
trust
decorate
me,
an island that you
it's
might be
gonna look
living
good.
at, or maybe that is
It's
really
gonna
close
look
to your
good.
base or something like that. So we've got a nice little campsite here with a campfire going. And then we have a pathway as well that leads up here to a couple more barrels and also a... So here's the post. This one has a really interesting shape to it. It's kind of like a fish or something like that. I don't really know. As you can see, we have the same kind of dug up treasure design here with a shovel, and we've got the same campsite and trees around the place as well. Now for the final pirate themed idea, we actually have a pirate ship. Now this one is pretty much exactly the same as the one in the post, except this is the one that I actually made a tutorial for recently. So if you wanted to rebuild this for yourself nice and easily, then feel free to check out the video for this. Next up, we have a couple of mini medieval builds. So these ones are just really small versions of some medieval things. The first one being a tower. And as you can see, this thing is pretty small. I don't really know what else you'd kind of use this for except for like some base defense. Or you could put this like as the design as a tower in like a kind of castle base as well. A nice little touch, you could actually add a flag to this as well. For the next one, we actually have a bonus mini medieval design, one that didn't make the post, and this one is meant to be kind of like a storage area. So we've got a bunch of andesite, stone, and gravel textured path around the place, and obviously a bunch of barrels and chests and just extra decorations on top and around all of this. Next up, we have our mini medieval bridge, and this one just consists of a single arch. Obviously, it's not meant to be used to cover a pretty big area of water, just like a little mini stream like this one. And yeah, we obviously have our pathways that lead to and from it as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the mini medieval bridge. Next up, we have a little bit of a cart design. This one obviously being underneath a roof, so this is kind of where you'd park your cart. But yeah, this one is pretty easy to build. All it is just a couple of slabs. Then we've got some spruce trapdoors at the front, an oak trapdoor on the side in the middle, and then some oak signs beside that, and this kind of looks like a wheel, I guess. For the last mini medieval build, we have just a tiny little house. This is obviously not meant to be lived in. It's mainly meant to be aesthetic. You could even use this as a starter house if you really wanted to. So taking a look around the outside, we actually have a kind of nice little stone trim roof, and then we can head on inside to the interior. As you can see, it's pretty simple. We can't really fit too much in here, so we've got a couple of barrels, a bed, and a crafting table. Next up, we have a Torii gate design that's been put in a forest with a nice pathway. So as you can see, for the Torii gate itself, it is a pretty simple build. All it consists of is some stripped acacia wood that leads to the house that we just looked at. It's got some lanterns hanging from that, and then we've also got some prismarine blocks up here. And yeah, so along the path, we've got these nice kind of stone designs and a whole bunch of candles as well, which really gives it like a peaceful kind of vibe. So for these final four designs, I'm going to be taking you through a couple of simple wall designs that I've created. Now, obviously, this isn't very big itself, but it's meant to be just repeated, obviously, to like enclose a big area, maybe for a village or anything like that, maybe like a castle or kingdom. So this first one pretty much consists of some stone brick pillars, and then beside that, we've got a nice archway design using some spruce blocks. Something as well that you could do is actually extend these azaleas to cover up the entire area. I feel like that would actually look a lot nicer than the current wall. And something else you could do as well is actually replace this block here with a spruce fence, so you have a nice little window too. For the next simple wall, we have our nether wall, and this one consists of a bunch of deep slate tiles in this kind of configuration to give a more kind of castle or kingdom vibe to it, and also some of the stripped blue wood nether blocks at the back, and also some fence gates as well, the blue wood. I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to try, but I'm just going to keep calling it blue wood. For the next simple wall, we have our desert planet wall, and this one consists of a bunch of sandstone, obviously, and on the inside we have stripped jungle wood with some signs at the tops and bottom, and on the left and right side we have like these kind of little tower designs, which might look a little bit weird being repeated too often, so you could of course just have these in some like kind of integral areas to your walls, like maybe on the corners or in where the gate is, and then just repeat this wall design across most of the area. You could also shrink this down if this is too high for you as well. I feel like I probably made this one block too high. And now for the final simple wall, we actually have like a Japanese kind of themed wall. For this one I was lazy and I didn't complete it, but you pretty much just repeat this front half on the back as well. And yeah, so this one just consists of some nice spruce wood pillars, then we have some smooth quartz blocks on the central areas with a couple of windows, and then in front of these we also have some tables with spruce plot plants as well. And of course this one would obviously look really nice in kind of a Japanese themed village or something like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for all of the 30 designs in this video. I have a bunch more builds on my Instagram that I can use for these kind of videos, so if you want to see another 30 more designs in the future, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Do you sometimes find yourself walking the earth, searching for a purpose in life? Maybe you've made your base, all the farms you could ever need, and now there's simply nothing to do. Well, today, Daddy Disruptive is giving you a new meaning to life, and that is, build some In this video, I'll be showing you 30 plus ideas I've created, all of which are posts over on my Instagram, and most are also available on my Patreon as build downloads, so go check those out if you're interested. Now, let's get into the first build. Alright, so starting off, we're taking a look at another 4 farms of questionable legality. You might be able to tell what these are supposed to be. They're all like for the same kind of crop that you can grow. Well, I mean, it's legal in some countries, but not where I'm from. So yeah, this first one is the hydroponic farm. As you can see, we're kind of like indoors in this nice white room. We've got a whole bunch of white lights around the place as well. Yeah, on the left side, we have like a whole bunch of crops with water in between them, using some backward stairs to hold the water in. And then on the right side, we have like some kind of sectioned off areas. And then we also have some shelves as well with little pot plants, and then some like of the crop in the center as well. We've got some of the bigger version over here. And then just a couple of cool details around the place, like these barrels and composters and stuff. And yeah, that's it for the hydroponic farm. Next up, we have the field variant of the farm thing. And as you can see with this one, we obviously have a nice fenced off area with a whole bunch of trees around it. Just don't worry about all this weird crap everywhere. This is my building platform. But yeah, for this one, we have a pathway that just leads through all of the separate little fields here. And at the ends of all of these, we have some composters with barrels, and we also got this neat wheelbarrow design as well. And yeah, something that makes this look really good as well is that we have like kind of a combination of smaller and larger crops, and they're also below some coarse dirt and rooted dirt as well, which kind of helps them stand out against like the grass and stuff. On to the next one, we have the backyard farm version. This was if someone was trying to grow the crop in their backyard, and this is just my rendition of how it would look. As you can see, we have like kind of a backyard fence design with some lanterns on top, a whole bunch of trees behind it as well, and like yeah, obviously it stops on these sides because I'm a lazy prick, but yeah, the whole idea is that like this is kind of the image here. Because this was posted on Instagram, you're not really going to see the rest of the build. But yeah, we've also got like a raised up platform here with like kind of a, I don't know, like a specialized crop they wanted to keep separated. We've got a barrel and a composter as well, and yeah. Now, I literally spent like an entire day trying to figure out the 4th farm variant for this particular subject, and I just went with like if it was growing naturally on the side of a cliff. I know it's kind of a cop-out, I just could not think of anything else for the life of me, so yeah, this is it. It's just a whole bunch of the crop growing on the side of the cliff, like I just said, and we've got like a decorated cliffside here with a bunch of stairs, slabs, and some rooted dirt in some places as well. Alright, and now it's on to some different farming methods, the first one being the hydroponic one, similar to the first farm, except this one is a bit more legal, and it's a bit more upgraded as well. It looks a lot better in my opinion, as we have like these interesting fluorescent light designs with some like levers pointing towards each other with some end rods in between those, and then these are all like kind of suspended onto the walls and stuff using some chains. These are also supposed to be suspended from the ceiling, but I, as you know, am a lazy prick, and because it wasn't seen in the picture, I just left it out. But yeah, on the left side here, we have like some kind of big fields with some water in the center, same with this side on over here, and we've got like wheat on this side and carrots on this side, and then on the right side, we have like some tables with some nice pot plants in them, and then we also have some more pot plants at the back here and some shelves with some barrels and composters around the place as well. I definitely feel like this would just be like a really cool build. If you have friends and stuff, they might think it looks pretty cool. Alright, next up it's on to the field farming method, and this one is just pretty simple. It's simply 2 separate fields in one fenced off area. We've got a nice pathway down the center, a couple of composters around the base, and some villages as well, just to keep it looking interesting. Obviously, this wouldn't be like a fully automatic farm. You'd have to set that up and stuff, which I have no idea how to do, but I probably should figure it out, as that would make a good tutorial video. Next up, it's onto the indoor farming method, and this one is just ripped straight from my Ultimate Underground base. But taking a look on this side of the house here, as you can see, we just have brewing over there. So yeah, we've got 2 separated crop fields on either side, and then in between those, we got some barrels and some chests, and also some composters and more barrels as well, kind of in the stairs for these farms. Now onto the last farming method, we simply have a greenhouse, and this one is made entirely out of spruce and glass, so it is pretty easy to make. We've just got this trim design here that goes from like slabs to planks to slabs and stairs. I've used this in a lot of my tutorials, and then instead of just placing like more slabs and stairs in between them, we've got some nice glass blocks. We've also got a whole bunch of glass on the windows as well, just to keep it nice and bright inside here. And heading inside, we just have the entire floor pretty much taken up by crops. If you wanted this to be a little more practical, I would turn these 2 crops here into some pathway blocks, and then that way you actually have like a walkway in here without worrying about stepping on the crops. And then yeah, in the center here we have a nice table made of a composter, a couple of strip spruce blocks, and some nice more decorations on them. Alright, and now it's on to some nether portal designs. Please ignore all of the crap in the background, this is my build platform. But this first one, we have kind of like a Stargate futuristic portal. As you can see, it's made up of like these 2 rings. We've got an outer ring that actually holds the nether portal. As you can see, the nether portal obviously can't be circular, so it has to be square. So we've covered it up by using a big outer circle and then an inner circle to kind of keep it more more circular. I think I said circle like 60 times then. I'm sorry. And then yeah, in this outer ring, we also have some lights as well and some buttons as decoration. And then we have a nice little pathway as well that leads up straight into the portal. Onto the next one, we have like kind of a weird custom tree. It's like as if it was like a giant tree stump. Well, originally was a tree that was cut down, and it kind of has like these offshoots growing off of the stump. That's kind of the look I was going for. I'm definitely not just making up stuff because this looks really weird. But yeah, this one, as you can see, we've kind of like added in a nether portal into the center of it. And yeah, if you live like in a really dense forest or something like this, this would definitely be a really nice build to add to your area. Onto the next portal, we have like kind of a shrine, I guess. As if like maybe you found this in like a forest or something, it's abandoned, and like some people, they made a nether portal and then they worshipped it by putting like candles around the place. And yeah, that's kind of my reasoning behind this one, I guess. I have made a whole bunch of nether portals in the past, and as you can tell, I'm probably running out of ideas at this point. But yeah, onto the next one, we have kind of like a medieval wooden themed one. And we've got like kind of the central area that obviously leads into the nether portal. And then we have like these two cool towers on either side. You can't actually access these towers in any way, so I'd recommend if you wanted to actually use these towers on the sides or on the back as well, you could actually put in some ladders along here that actually led up to the top. All right, next up we have 4 biome specific bridges. The first one obviously being the flower forest biome. So firstly, taking a look at the exterior of this first bridge, we have a very intricate design. As you can see, we've got some nice archways. We've got a bunch of leaves down the bottom as well with some signs kind of covering them up to make them look a little bit more like controlled, which then also lead down to like kind of the area where you can actually sail through. And then back up at the top here, we have like a neat little garden on the top with a whole bunch of flowers to obviously match the flower biome around it. All right, for this next one, we have the snowy biome bridge. And as you can see, this one is still pretty detailed compared to the last one, but not as crazy. So starting down the bottom, we obviously have once again an area that you can actually sail through, which is pretty cool. And then that leads up to like the main bridge area where we have some archways and then like a different design in the center here. And then as we lead up to the top in the roof, we just have like a simple kind of slab roof design. Yeah, I feel like this one definitely really fits the biome that it's made for, a snowy biome, of course. You could also just make this in like a regular spruce biome and it would still look good as well. I mean, you could probably make this in any biome, let's be real. For the next one, we have the dark oak biome bridge. And this one is pretty simple.
1,000 people across 4 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever. Now, each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Gather resources, join a society, become a dictator, or if it comes down to it, go to war. With so many people on each island, anything can happen. But I can promise you one thing. This event ended up having the most entertaining story arc I've ever seen. You do not want to miss this. So pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the 1,000 player civilization experiment. Participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Alright, is everyone ready to be teleported? Jump if you're ready. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That makes
On day 1, all 1,000 players were teleported to their islands, each its own biome. We had plains, desert, snow, and jungle.
This is huge.
Most players spent the first day scouting their island, searching for a place to settle, but almost immediately we started to see people dying, and oddly they were all coming from the snow island. It turned out people were freezing to death after getting stuck in powdered snow, which looks exactly like regular snow but sucks you in like quicksand. This guy's trying to free his friends. Oh no. Even worse for the poor people on the snow island, trees were almost nowhere to be seen. The desert island also had very few trees, which players needed if they wanted to get wood. But the places where players did find trees quickly became extremely valuable hotspots for groups to settle at and colonize. Look at all these people coming together. Community crafting. They're making progress. Meanwhile, the people on the jungle island had essentially unlimited trees and were thus already thinking about other things. What did you say your plan was?
I'm gonna take over the world. This is my right-hand man.
Darbo. Hello, right-hand man Darbo.
talk
Okay,
to him.
so the plane
While having a lot of trees did seem like an advantage at first,
You've lost
many
more
jungle
than-
people found the island to be difficult to traverse, given the immense amount of trees and the hostile mobs that would spawn on the surface due to lack of sunlight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The sphere of traveling also made it more difficult for jungle people to talk with each other, since players could only read chat messages from people 100 blocks away from them or less.
Then,
Although
of
frankly,
course,
at least they
these
didn't
parts
have to
need
see
to
what me
go.
and the admins were looking at.
wow.
Lastly, we get to the Plains Island, and boy was it different from the others. It truly was just the perfect
doesn't look
island
like
to
it's
live
going
on,
straight
with
line.
green grass, trees, animals, and no natural dangers. You guys make a little animal family. Or farm. Not needing to worry about dying as much as everyone else, the people on the Plains Island were among the first to
Yeah.
start mining for resources like iron or diamonds.
makes
They were
sense
also the
once,
first to
you know,
build
I
up
built.
villages and, yes, to create civilizations. Throughout the first day, you could see two main groups starting to come together. One of them, a democracy led by a player named Horace Crown,
Our aim is building the most beautiful and nicest city on the entire server.
and the second, also a democracy led by a player named Sidefall.
I just want to make sure nobody dies.
It's actually kind of odd how similar these two civilizations were. They were both located on the southern shore, they both had democratic elections, and their leaders both wanted good for their own people. I just hope nothing happens to change that.
I'm gonna make an Among Us character.
Never mind, I hope they die. Soon it was the end of day one. Players across all 4 islands logged off and made plans for the following day. It was on day 2 when civilizations really began to thrive. In the southeast corner of the desert, what used to be an empty patch of grass was turning into the desert's largest nation. Hello, good sir.
Yo, what's up, Ish? The Sultan is back.
You might recognize the player storming hell from my first civilization video where he led a nation called the Sultanate. Well, now the desert dictator is back with the Sultanate 2.0, and this time with a population of over 100 people.
I want to maintain order and peace in the desert.
The rules, as established by the Sultan, included wear proper attire, do not eat pork, complete your mandatory work, and most importantly, acknowledge the Sultan as the supreme and divinely chosen leader. Moving on, since it was still hard.
360. I really want to play the Xbox 360. I tell you, Xbox 360 was the peak of peak. Like, it was like nothing compared to that.
If you're like me, you grew up playing Minecraft. I started when I was a kid and I mostly played 2 versions, Pocket Edition and Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition. I still remember booting up the Xbox 360 demo world and exploring this insane castle and visiting the Nether for the very first time and just being blown away. I played this game until it was shut down in 2018 and I honestly still have a lot of fond memories of the game. I've been thinking about this game a lot lately because very recently Xbox has officially closed the 360 stores and it's given me a lot to think about. So today I wanted to go back in time to my very first version, Title Update 11, and answer the time-old question. Does the game still hold up, or am I simply blinded by nostalgia? To answer this question, I'm going to be spending 100 days on this historic version, but I wanted to make things a little more interesting. I'm going to be treating this like a hardcore challenge, so if I die, I lose. Although, it would be lame to scrap the video, so if I do die, we'll just add a death count. Time to boot up the old console and begin with day 1. When I booted up this version of the game for the first time in over a decade, it was honestly pretty mind-blowing to see how everything looked in this version. The gamer was really low though for some reason, so I had to turn it up and now it was a lot more familiar looking. I know you said we begin of day 1, but I kind of just want to show how I was feeling when booting this thing up for the first time, and it just, I don't know, it was such a cool experience seeing this all for the first time again. Anyways, time for actually day 1. I spawned in the world and I started to realize just how old this version was. When I was chopping up the trees, I forgot that this version didn't have directional logs and only would go up and down. And I was kind of shocked because I associate that with old Minecraft and I didn't really realize that I played with these features. The water textures were also super old and it was like such a more vibrant blue. As I was exploring, I also found something really crazy. A big mushroom island really close to the rest of the world. These are already rare enough, but that's why I noticed there was a second island right by it. There's another one? What? I knew that I had to build around here and a bridge would be a really cool idea for a build. I also took this opportunity to see if boats were just as painful as I remembered. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to steer. It's so hard to steer. Oh my gosh. This sucks. This is terrible. Turns out they actually do still suck and are really hard to maneuver, but it didn't like break like I remember it. So I cleared out some trees and went to bed, ending this first day. On day 2, I realized that I was kind of at a food crisis and I didn't want to kill the animals because I was worried they wouldn't respawn. But in older versions, it wasn't like that, but I wanted to be safe, so I created a wheat farm. I wanted to use the wheat to lure animals and make breeding pits, but also, you know, eat bread, because I was really losing hunger fast. As I waited, I started to work on my house and made some decent progress on it. Not being able to sprint did kind of suck, but I'm used to not being able to sprint on these older versions, so I really didn't mind. I went to get more wheat seeds, and day 2 was already over, so I spam-clicked the bed and went on to day 3. Day 3 had an amazing start because I started dying of hunger, so that's cool. This weird bug also happened where I couldn't hold left or right trigger, so I couldn't mine anything or eat, so I had to restart my computer, which was also really fun. I caved in and killed some animals and cooked it up for a nice homely meal. I expanded on the wheat farm and it was starting to look not too shabby. I was finally getting wheat too, which meant I could lure animals. I just needed to make a pen now. But before I got the chance, the sun started to set and I had to cut day 3 short. I immediately started working on the pen in day 4, and as soon as I got the fences down, I lured my first victim. Okay, now I can actually put little guys in here. Starting with this cow. Yes, yes, you love this. Welcome to your new home. Congratulations. My first resident. After I got that cow in, I made another boat and sailed to the Mushroom Islands, where 2 mushrooms conveniently spawned, so I introduced them to their new home. I bred them and decided to check out some of the cave stuff, and turns out I was grossly underprepared, but thankfully I clutched it out with some god-tier gaming skills. Ah! Oh no! Ah! No! I didn't even have my sword in my main hand. What am I doing? Die!
How do I want to do this?
I did it. Turns out this trip to the cave, which had absolutely nothing, took the rest of the day, and when I got back up, it was already night. And I had another brush of death, which means I probably should get some armor soon. Oh my gosh. Ah! No! Take me to my home! Ah, this creeper though! Ah, this creeper though!
Game crashed. Oh, 1 second.
Okay. Ah, perfect. Perfectly done. Oh, come on. They can't jump. What?
There you go.
Man, I hate creepers. This day wasn't super eventful. I spent most of it gathering wood to continue the house and also getting dirt to repair the crater. I wanted to get this house done as soon as possible, and getting iron sounded really annoying, so I was putting it off for now. I did bring some sheep in though, so yeah. I also started to notice there were a lot of animals nearby, so I think they do just naturally respawn. Nothing much happened for day 5, so I went to sleep and went on to day 6. For day 6, I needed to gather a couple materials, mainly iron, gravel, and sand. Iron for tools and armor, the rest for mostly building. So I packed up my things and traveled the world, hoping to find a desert. Okay, so before we continue, I need to tell you guys what happened. To record this video, after every day, I pause my recording and write notes on what happened. And for this day, I accidentally kept the entire day on pause, so that's fun. I did it again on day 8, but I've never really used the pause feature before, so I wasn't really used to it, so I accidentally do it again on day 8, but it does not happen again throughout the rest of the video, so just trust me that I did not cheat. I'm not a cheater, I'm just stupid. For what you actually missed, I found a really cool cave with a lot of iron and gold, but no diamonds, sadly. I also continued working on the pen a bit, but that's about it. I'm just gonna get to day 9 because, yeah. For day 9, I finished out the floor with oak planks because I really wanted to get some progress done on this house. The main thing I wanted to actually work on this day was the walls, which are made of sandstone, so that means I have to get sand. A lot of sand. I was gonna go far out to find a desert because I didn't really want to grief my own area, but honestly, I don't care, and this beach is large and far enough away. I started smelting everything and crafting the sand into sandstone, and I forgot how old the glass texture actually looked. You're just so used to the clean, glossy feel of the new glass that when you see the old glass, it's just like strange and grainy. I wanted to have a lot of windows in this first floor, so I planned out the glass and I didn't like how it looked, so unfortunately, 10 minutes is not a lot of time for a day, so we're moving on to day 10. Day 10 was mostly spent building the walls. Turns out though, I'm still gonna need a lot more sandstone. The house is starting to look a lot more like a house though, and I'm really liking the style of this. I'm going for an old feel, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well on that front. Look at this, not bad. Not bad at all. I also wanted to add painting, so
Actually,
I
it's just,
sheared
like,
some
get
sheep
shot by
and
these
put some
guys
around the
all
house.
over
Turns
my
out
head.
sheared some sheep is actually a bit of a tongue twister, so that I got that on my 4th take. Another fun fact, the way you place paintings is different in this version, and it really confused me. In the modern game, when you place a painting on a wall, it will try to be as big as possible, but in this version, it'll give you a random size, and it took me a second to figure that out. I also ran out of wood, so I chopped down some trees, and the sun started to set, so I used my shears to collect some leaves and said goodbye to day 10, as we are now 10% done with this challenge. On day 11, I decided to use those leaves I collected to decorate the outside of the house a bit, because I really love how it looks. After that, I cleaned up the chests and furnaces.
Dude, like I'm just I'm just like playing it while watching videos, which is just a normal thing. I'm probably not gonna be a good streamer for sure. Sure, like, dude. I need to grow. I don't know. I'll probably post all these if they get saved. I'll post all these videos onto YouTube. So like the live stream videos. Growing as a TikTok, not a TikToker. It's a Twitch streamer. See, this guy's streaming. There's like one viewer, one watcher. Yeah, I think once I finish like lighting everything and like putting everything together, I'm gonna probably
For a long time now, I've been wanting to start a. Of course.
start. I don't know.
Amy.
Damn. Wow. Wait, Frank Ocean. We're gonna make a song. We're dropping an album right now. Oh, oh shit. Hello. Oh my god. Whoa. No, we're gonna have to fix this one. Dude, okay, I disconnected. Huh. Okay, so I think we're speaking. Give me the beach ball. Karaoke. Oh my god, doing karaoke. Unprotected affection. I don't know. It's actually, yeah. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted. Hopefully. Karaoke. These are my karaoke. The room where it happens. Like in. Oh my god, there's so many songs. Wait, it's okay, tough. Don't you notice how I could fly you when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't even mind myself. Don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain. So mean. He's so mad. Oh my god, So many grass. So much grass. Okay, what's the next song? What's the next song? We're gonna do best part. Powder powder? What the fuck is powder powder? Throw that away. Throw this away. Throw that. Throw that. Throw that. Oh. I'm around the love for Christmas. This is something I need. I don't care about the presents underneath. It's not even fucking Christmas. Oh. Yep, help falling in love with you. Okay. Okay. Walking song, get walking.
Bye.